Hello, my name is Lynn Wiedenroth, and I'm a Diamond Master with Atomy. I've been a registered nurse for 45 years, and one of the things that has always interested me is in how we can keep ourselves healthy with natural products and with supporting our body's health rather than waiting for a sickness to set in and then needing prescription medicine. So I love the fact that Atomy has several products to help support our health. And some of the ones I want to cover today are really focused on the immune system. Why is our immune system so important? Well, I think we've all become more aware of the strength of immunity when it comes to making it through a pandemic like we recently have come through. And now there's monkeypox on the horizon. And let's face it, COVID will always be with us, and it'll be in different forms. It'll be in different strengths at different times. We need to do everything we can to take responsibility for ourselves and keep our bodies in tip-top shape so that should we get infected, we have the best chance of fighting it off. So where I'm going to begin this morning with our products that help support immunity is really with our mouth. Did you know that your mouth harbors bacteria and viruses? And it is one of the entryways, especially for gastrointestinal bugs that come in and then give us upset. Atomy has a toothbrush and a toothpaste. And you might say, a toothbrush, really, Lynn? Yeah, this toothbrush is coated with gold dust in the bristles. And that keeps those bristles antibacterial. It helps them to prevent the growth of bacteria on the bristles. So after you brush your teeth and you rinse this off and you sit it somewhere and it's still wet, the gold will inhibit bacterial growth, which is really important. So that way you're not reintroducing bacteria into your mouth the next time you brush your teeth. Then we have our green tea and propolis toothpaste. What's so special about this? Well, as you know, green tea is a wonderful antioxidant for your health, and applying it to your gums and your teeth is really good for their health. But this also contains propolis. Propolis is a substance that bees use to line their hives, A, to seal up any little holes that might be in the hives to keep intruders out, and B, to keep it antibacterial. That's right, the propolis helps to inhibit bacterial growth. So we want that same type of inhibition to happen in our mouths when we brush our teeth and our gums. So I have heard personal testimonies of people who, after using our toothbrush with bristles designed to be able to go between the teeth and the gums without tearing them, and our toothpaste, that their gum issues have totally resolved if they had gum issues to start with. I know that people, and I can attest to this, you use this at night when you go to bed and your breath in the morning is not that funky morning breath. Your teeth feel clean in a different kind of way. And I just think it's a great product to start with. It does have fluoride in it. I am not a proponent of drinking fluoride, but applying fluoride to the teeth is really important to help prevent cavities. So after you brush your teeth, just make sure you rinse your mouth really well to get the residual fluoride out. And that way you're not ingesting the fluoride. The next product that we have is not something that is not known to people, and it's vitamin C. What I love about our vitamin C is that it's not a synthetic ascorbic acid. Have you ever tried taking vitamin C caplets or tablets from the drugstore or the health food store? They're about the size of a quarter usually, and they're not easy to get down. And then when they do get into your stomach, they can really cause a lot of stomach upset and acidity. Our vitamin C is derived from fruits and plants. We have mangoes in here. We've got strawberries, pomegranates, pumpkin, tangerines, all high vitamin C foods. And the way that Atomy has made them is they come in these little sachets, and the inside is a fine powder, and it's like a pixie stick. It tastes kind of an orange flavor. Very good. Doesn't leave a nasty aftertaste. And each sachet is 500 milligrams of vitamin C. So at the first sign of a sniffle, I'll take 2 of these in the morning and 2 of these at night to help knock out anything that's coming in. Just for maintenance, I take 2 of these every night, 1,000 milligrams. So our vitamin C comes in these sachets. If you're someone that forgets to take your supplements, you can throw this in your briefcase, you can throw a few in your purse, and you've always got vitamin C on you. And it's also a great way, if you want to build a business, to promote your business. You always have some of these on you, and you're always going to run into people who have a sniffle or something that they're not feeling great about. Give them one of these. They're going to be really impressed that they can take vitamin C in such an easy manner. And I think it's $19 for a box of 90. So if you take 1 a day, which is 500 milligrams, you've got a 3-month supply for $19, which I don't think you can buy a vitamin C for that price, especially one that'll absorb into your system as quickly as this one does. It doesn't come in a big fat tablet that's going to sit in your stomach and burn a hole in your stomach lining. The other item that we have are our probiotics. Now, I don't know if you've heard about the importance of your gut when it comes to your immune system. The majority of your immune system lives in your gut. And so we've got bad bacteria in our gut and we've got good bacteria in our gut. A lot of the good bacteria gets annihilated by the bad bacteria. So we need to replace that the good bacteria. So that's what our probiotics are. We've got 10 different probiotics in one little sachet, and there are 3 prebiotics, which are a form of fiber that the probiotics live on, so that they've got a food supply when they get inside. Once again, this is really easy to take. It's a powder, just like the vitamin C. It's a little bit more granular, and it's got a blueberry flavor. Very, very easy to take. So one of these is all you need every day to help keep the immune system that lives in your gut in check. The last product I'm going to talk about is the #1 direct sales product worldwide. That's right. You name a company, I don't care how big they are, I don't care if their name starts with an A, I don't care what they sell, nobody outsells this product, and it's called HemoHim. And why we have not heard about HemoHim in America by now boggles my mind. When I was first presented with HemoHim, I was very skeptical. I'm skeptical about everything, and I look everything up and research everything. HemoHim is made of 3 herbs that are sourced mostly in Korea, I believe all in Korea. And it's a little packet of fluid. There's about 2 tablespoons. There's 20 cc's in here, so 4 teaspoons of HemoHim in here. And it's a brown preparation. It's brownish in color because it is coming from fresh herbs. And what HemoHim does is it modulates the immune system. It directly works on our blood, white blood cells, and the different types of white blood cells that we have. It's especially potent with our NK cells, which are our natural killer cells that are constantly roaming around in our body looking for viruses and bacteria or early cancer cells that don't belong there. HemoHim helped a friend of mine who was undergoing chemotherapy. When she would take the HemoHim, she did not need to get the shot that boosts your white blood cell count after chemotherapy. HemoHim was developed by the National Korean Atomic Institute. They were looking for a way, it was funded by the South Korean government, looking for a way to protect their workers who were exposed to radiation. And this is the preparation they came up with. Atomy bought the patent and the rights to HemoHim and dramatically reduced the price. So if you Google the National Institutes of Health and HemoHim, you're going to see studies there where the NIH has indeed proven the effect that HemoHim has on our immune system as far as strengthening it. You will also see studies there about how HemoHim in lab lab rats, decreased the irritation of airways in the rats who had asthma, healed stomach ulcers, and killed H. pylori, which causes stomach ulcers. And now it's being studied because it helps to also modulate blood sugar. The biggest testimonies I've heard about HemoHim are, yes, for people who have cancer, it helps to support the chemotherapy and the fight against the cancer. I've also heard stories of many, many people where their gout has been totally remedied and reversed and hasn't come back as long as they take the HemoHim. And I've heard of many people with autoimmune diseases, lupus, rheumatoid arthritis, you name it. They start on HemoHim, and that imbalance in their immune system that's causing these autoimmune diseases starts to get balanced and their symptoms become more controlled. We can't make any medical statements like HemoHim is going to cure anything. We're not saying it cures anything. We're saying it supports your own body's ability to fight these things that start to attack us as we age. Let's face it, our soil where our food is grown is not as rich as it used to be, and it's loaded with chemicals, a lot of it. If you buy organic, that's great, but not everybody can afford to buy organic. Our animals that are grazing out in the fields, if they're in the fields, what type of grass are they grazing on? Are they able to graze in a pasture that hasn't been treated with pesticides? The majority of the cattle are all penned up and eating a corn-fed diet that might be genetically modified or might have been herbs used on it too, along with additional hormones. I think that that's part of the reason why we're seeing so much disease in our world. HemoHim helps to fight inflammation. And the thinking in Western medicine is kind of catching up with some thinking from Eastern medicine. Inflammation seems to be the cause of most of our diseases. And HemoHim has an anti-inflammatory effect on the body. How many do I take? Well, the recommended amount is 1 in the morning and 1 at night. You can just start with 1 in the morning. You can start with half of 1 if that's where you need to start. The taste is tough to get by. I typically will put a half a packet under my tongue, and then I take sparkling water and just swallow it down. I'm almost to the point, because I've taken so much of it, that I can almost just drink it straight and then just chase it down with regular water. It is a plant taste, because it's 3 herbs, that's it. I could go into much more depth about what each one of those herbs does, but this affects everything. It helps your blood vessels stay healthy. It can have a good effect on lowering blood pressure. I'm not saying get rid of blood pressure medicine, but you might find your blood pressure is better controlled with this. And it definitely has been proven to boost your white blood cells, your immune cells, to help fight off disease and infection, and to help fight when you're receiving cancer treatments. So HemoHim comes in a large box. That large box has these smaller boxes in it with 6 packets in it each. And I've got to say, I think everybody should be on HemoHim. So if you have any questions, feel free to make a comment down below and we'll try to get you an answer. And I look forward to seeing you again when I will talk to you about some of our skincare supplements and hair care, skincare products and healthcare and scalp care supplement products as well. Thank you and have a good day.